Welcome into another edition of the OKPreps Verbal Commit. I'm Michael Knight, and this is a first. This is a first for the Verbal Commit. We're talking to a future military man. He is Jace Hightower, Claremore running back, also plays linebacker, and he's committed to Air Force to play his college football. Which, as a running back, I got to think that Air Force is a great fit with the offense.
Yes,
Any of the service academies would be a great fit. For a running back, you're going to be able to run the ball a lot. We'll talk about Air Force. We'll talk about your recruiting process in a little bit. But, Jace, let's go back to last year. Claremore, another strong season, but you fall short in the quarterfinals once again. What has to happen for you guys to take that next step to really contend for, a semifinal berth, a championship berth?
Well, I think it starts in the district play. I think we need to win out in the district play, and then that'll give us we'll be playing a lower seed, and then just kind of help us build that momentum.
How do you build off of last year? I mean, you mentioned momentum. Can you take anything away from your experiences last year to help you this fall?
Yeah, definitely. I think I had a successful season. Our team had a successful season. So then coming into the off season, we've just been building on that. We've had 2 years going to the quarterfinals, and I think we're going to get farther this year. So we're just building off of what we've been doing.
What's this offseason been like for you, not only, working towards your senior year, but also starting to deal with the recruiting process as well, hearing from schools all over. What's this offseason been like for you?
Well, it's been busy. It was a lot of work. I'm working a lot, just working out, running, everything. And then before I committed, it's just, it's busy trying to go to camps and everything, talk to schools. But after I committed, it was a lot easier to just kind of focus on this season because I already know where I'm going. So I can just focus on getting bigger, faster, stronger, and get prepared for the season.
We'll talk about that decision as far as what led you to go ahead and pledge yourself to Air Force. But I'm always interested in you mentioned, kind of getting that weight off your shoulder as far as, knowing where you're going to go. How good did that feel to just kind of get that out of the way?
It felt really good because, when you're not committed or you don't have any offers, it's like a scramble just trying to see where you're going to go and see if you can get an offer or another offer or where you're going to go. So once you commit, it really allows you to focus on what you're doing here rather than worrying about what you're going to be doing. So
now the Air Force itself, you went ahead and committed. Talk about the decision process there from the interest that you had from other schools and what eventually led you, what sold you on Air Force over some of the other schools that maybe were recruiting you?
Well, I had some Ivy League schools looking at me and talking to me, and that was pretty much it. But once I went to Air Force and they offered me, I went up there on a visit and saw the campus and talked to all the coaches, kind of looked at all the facilities. And then got to hear all about just everything about Air Force, all the stuff that all the benefits you get afterwards, everything that it can do for your life by going there. And that was really what kind of sold me on it, was just when I heard just everything that it can do to help me out later on in life. That's really what made me decide to go there and commit.
Do you have any family? In the service academies?
No, sir. No,
so
sir.
I mean, it's one of those deals where the decision probably would have been easier if you had some family to as far as this is what you can expect. How have they told you what to expect when it comes to, besides obviously you're going to have an opportunity to play big time college football? That is great. However, there's a lot more that comes with going to Air Force as well. How have the coaches, how have your family, tried to prepare you for what to expect?
They've told me a little bit about it. What the coaches have really told me is that there's a lot of people that go there, like on the football team, that don't necessarily know a lot about the military and all that stuff. So they just kind of told me that it's not uncommon to be in my position where I don't know a whole lot about what I'm going to be doing as far as the military stuff there. So, I mean, I'm not too worried about it. I think I should be fine with that. I won't mind doing all that. I'm excited for it.
You ever? I mean, what is it? I mean, as far as because obviously you're gonna have to do some other things outside of football. Is there a particular position, whatever it may be, within the Air Force that you're looking at trying to do? Pilot? You wanting to fly planes?
Not really. Right now, I'm looking to be a radiologist.
Okay.
So in the medical field, and they'll actually pay for my med school if I do become a radiologist. So it's with that in mind, that was another reason that I really liked that I committed, just because I want to be a radiologist or in the medical field, and they were going to pay for my medical school. So that's huge for me.
Future doctor, had interest from the Ivy Leagues. This kid's already way smarter than I am. All right, Jason, we'll end this right here as far as looking at 2019. We mentioned Claremore trying to take that next step, Class 5A. When you start the conversation, I think you have to start with Carl Albert, Bishop McGinnis, and Bishop Kelly in whatever order you want, probably with Carl Albert at the top, considering they're the three-time champs. What does Claremore have to do to break through and be a part of that group?
Well, I'd say what we have to do is just stay well disciplined. I think we have everything that we need. We have a lot of good athletes. We're going to have a good team. We just have to put it all together. I think we have the players to be as good as them, definitely, 100%. We just have to execute everything, no penalties, very few mistakes. We just have to play our best game, and we can be up there with them for sure.
Jace, thank you for sitting down with me. Nice to meet you, and good luck to the Zebras this fall, and good luck to you up in Colorado with the Air Force Academy, man.
Thank you.
He's Jace Hightower. I'm Michael Knight, and like I said, this is an OKPreps verbal commit first with our first Air Force or Service Academy commit. He is Jace Hightower. I am Michael Knight, and this has been another episode of the OKPreps verbal commit.